What's up, YouTube? This is the J-Man, and you know me, the Jokester. And oh my goodness, we've made it to Season 6 of Jason's sitcom. Jason's action-adventure, classic Nickelodeon cartoon sitcom that he's completely created himself. The Koopalings and Bowser Jr. Show, the prequel series to the Super Mario games. So, anyway, we're in Cutie Pie's room, and Grouser is yelling from the kitchen. He says, "Cutie Pie, breakfast is served. We made some sausages and eggs." And Cutie Pie says, "Coming." She leaves her room and goes into the kitchen, and she's shocked to look down at the table. And she says, "Hey, these aren't sausages and eggs. These are rubber fingers and mushed up danishes." You lied to me. Like rubber fingers, like fake Halloween fingers?
Yeah.
Okay, that's gross. I wouldn't want to eat those. Cutie Pie sits down and rests her face on her fist in disappointment. Her brother Cheatsy says, "Now, sis, I'm sure we can work this out." Cutie Pie and Cheatsy start screaming the same thing in each other's face. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. Which is really strange. These groups have a strange way of arguing. So Cutie Pie starts throwing a huge tantrum. I think she already was throwing a tantrum, sort of. Grouser says, "Alright, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go get the perfect breakfast." So Hip and Hop, who are the youngest group is, right? They're like almost infants, practically. Hip and Hop run to the Groupa clown car and they say, "Yay, road trip." Grouser says, "You're weird," because they're just going to the store. They're not taking a road trip. So they travel for a few minutes, and Grouser says, "Here we are at Koopa Mart." Cooper welcomes them to Koopa Mart. He says, "Welcome to Koopa Mart. Look around. Also, I must warn you, my new manager is pretty nuts. He claims he was swept away by a tsunami." Yeah, I'm sure the loyal viewers have seen all these videos. And a few videos ago, we read a story called "The Bunny Hop is." What is it called? The bunny hop is very dangerous. The bunny hop is
Very powerful.
very powerful. That's right. Anyway, so Grouser says, "Let's go get the perfect breakfast." I'm seeing a lot of cereal in here. Hip and Hops say, "You know what they say? Want a house to go?" That's a nonsense phrase that Jason invented. We don't know what it means. Meanwhile, back at Grouser's castle, Cutie Pie says, "Cheatsy, as my #1 servant, would you like to get me some tea?" Cheatsy salutes Cutie Pie and says, "Yes, master." Back at the grocery store, Hip and Hop are rummaging through everything. Grouser says, "I found it. Eggs and sausages." Then we cut back to Grouser's castle, and Cutie Pie says, "Daddy didn't get the perfect breakfast, so I'll never ever forgive him." She starts laughing evilly. Bwah ha ha ha. So Cutie Pie's not even giving him a chance to get the real thing. She's just like, "These rubber fingers have ruined my life." So then we go back to the grocery store where Grouser and Hip and Hop are running out without paying for their items. And Cooper says, "Excuse me, you guys are going to pay for that. Come back here, sir." "Try to catch us, sucker," says Grouser. So this is not a good guy. He's shoplifting with his kids. Rude family. They fly away in the Groupa clown car, and Cooper says, "Aw." Cooper's manager says, "If I ever see them again, I'll be shredding them in the woods with my wood chipper, and I'll keep on shredding until they're nothing." Grouser and Hip and Hop return home, and Hip and Hop scream, "Yay, we're home." Grouser says, "Cheatsy, what's wrong?" "Oh, while you were gone, Cutie Pie's been making me do everything she wants." Grouser says, "It seems like someone's gonna rot in my dungeon." So, that's a pretty extreme punishment for bossing her brother around. Cutie Pie says, "I also want a balloon." "Quiet, Cutie Pie," says Grouser. "Eat your stupid breakfast." God, this family, it's a little dysfunctional. Cutie Pie says, "It's good, thank you." Cheatsy says, didn't you say you're not going to forgive King Dad, even if he brings you the perfect breakfast, and because the first breakfast wasn't perfect? Grouser growls at Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie smiles and giggles nervously and puts her hands behind her back and does the classic shy move with her feet. You know, the thing you see all the time in cartoons where someone's like, oh golly, oh gosh, that no one's ever done in real life. So then we cut to an outside shot of Grouser's castle and we hear spanking sounds. Cutie Pie starts throwing another tantrum. So Grouser is spanking Cutie Pie for being bad. How old is Cutie Pie?
16.
16. That's a little old to get spanked, but I won't pass any judgment. I'm not trying to tell Grouser how to be a parent. We cut back inside to Grouser's castle, and Cutie Pie is in the dungeon, throwing an even harder tantrum. The end. So, let me make sure I understood this. The perfect breakfast is just eggs and sausage? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty simple.
What? A fifth family.
I think they've got a lot of problems. Well, it's probably hard to raise 6 or 7 kids by yourself in a castle, also when you're like a jerk. Like if you're an evil jerk, it's probably even harder.
But for Koopas are correct.
Yeah, so far in your stories, but we know they're again. This is Jason. This is just like the Star Wars prequels. Yeah, sure, the Koopalings are nice now, but we know they're gonna turn evil. I guess we're just waiting for the event that turns them evil. Well, we all can't wait to see what happens in this story, Jay, and the series rather. We can't wait to see what turns the Koopalings evil. And if you have any guesses as to what would make these fine, upstanding citizens turn to a life of crime, leave your idea in the comments below. And if you have anything to say about Grouser spanking at his 16-year-old daughter, not my place to judge Grouser.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.